Okay, everybody, welcome. It's Maggie, and I have been privileged to be one of your leaders for this cohort of Incubate Vegas. And I want to thank you for being part of Demo Day. This is the final session of our third cohort of Incubate Vegas, and this is sponsored by Clark County. And it is specifically meant to help underserved founders in the county to get an idea of how they can set up and run their business. And from the very inception to actually going out and doing some fundraising, if that's your goal. Demo Day is kind of like a final essay for the course where founders incorporate the lessons from all the previous sessions that we've had into an 8-minute pitch to tell us about their idea. The goal of the pitch is to inspire a potential investor, co-founder, partners, or potential customers to seek you out and ask for more information. As you and other members of the community hear the pitches today, ask yourselves, has the founder put you in that curious frame of mind? If they have, that's a successful pitch. So what's beyond Demo Day? At StartUpNV, we have two programs, Incubate NV, which is an online incubator program. And I would say that most of you who have gone through Incubate Vegas are more advanced than that course. But if you have other people who are thinking about starting a business, then that is a good place to get started. It's self-paced, it's completely online. It doesn't have the support and the mentorship that this program has. This program will run again beginning October 29th. And it will be 5 intense weeks, and it ends, I believe, the first Saturday in December. We take off the week of Thanksgiving with another demo day. The other programs that we have going on are Founder NV, and that is a program that is made up of a speaker series. So we try to bring in speakers that are going to be inspirational in some aspect of your business, and then workshops. So with the workshops, it's an hour and a half to 2.5 hours long. And we want you to walk away with actionable insights where you are actually spending time working is the topic of the night and applying it to your business so that you are writing out your customer discovery questions or you're working on your social media plan. So it's all about you. It is a workshop type of event. Over the summer, we're doing only one session per month. It's either a speaker or a workshop. And starting in September, we'll be back to 2 sessions, 1 speaker and 1 workshop in September. Okay, as the founders pitching today have learned, the entrepreneurial journey is not easy, nor is it short. It takes a lot of courage and fortitude and just stick-to-itiveness to get to that place where your business is successful. And what success means to you is what you're going for. It's not an IPO. It's not getting investment from Andreessen Horowitz. It's whatever your definition of success is, and there will be bumps along the way. So congratulations for finishing this cohort of Incubate Vegas, and I won't take up too much time to talk some more. Jeff was so inspirational yesterday. He does this, he teaches a course to engineering students at UNR, and it's, it's a high level course for that. Hi, gang. And at the end, he tries to be very inspirational because a lot of the engineers have never considered starting a business. They are concerned about putting things together and designing things. But by taking the intro to high-tech entrepreneurship, they are given the tools to understand what it takes to start a business so that they can be a co-founder or they can found their own business. And his point is that entrepreneurship is not about starting companies. It's kind of a lifestyle. It's making the world the way you want it to be. And if that involves creating a product that solves a problem for other people, then that's great. But it's an approach to life that is all about positive thinking and putting your sanction on the world by making it a world that you want to live in, improving it for yourself. So that's all I have to say right now. We will get going with Willie Henderson, who is... All right. Patty. Thanks, Patty. And you can use this microphone, and that will amplify your voice for the room. Is it turned on? How about we turn this on, and what about the speaker? Is that turned on? Test, test. I don't think it's turned on. So you are ready to share. Okay. All righty.
No, wrong one.
Test, test. That's working. Wrong presentation? How many did you make? Okay, everybody does have 8 minutes to pitch. I give a little bit of grace if you guys go beyond the 8 minutes, but I can let you know that it's time to finish up with the ops box whenever you're ready. I generally start the timer after people say the name of their company and introduce themselves.
All right, here we go. Okay, so my name is Patty Zapparoli. Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, so my name is Patty Zapparoli. I am the owner and founder of 4Life Business Management Services, which is the home of the Ops Box. What is an Ops Box? It's an operations team using a monthly subscription box model. So it's a pre-built team ready to join yours. And why do we offer this unique solution? There are 33.3 million small businesses in the United States. And let's face it, being a small business owner is hard, and we get it. Problem number one, they're overwhelmed. 68% suffer from work overload. So they're doing the executing of the plans as well as the day-to-day. Problem number two is staffing challenges. 87% struggle to find appropriate staff, and 42% agree that staffing is their biggest challenge to growth. So finding those versatile staff, handling various tasks in a dynamic environment really makes hiring a challenge. And number three, those inefficiencies. 80% don't have efficient processes or systems, and 42% actually see decline in product or quality during that growth period. So for small businesses, landing that big client, it can quickly lead to growing pains, and increased demands often means longer hours or cutting corners, and neither one of those is ideal. So how do we solve these problems? Solution number one is workload delegation. 82% of small business owners who delegate feel more satisfied with their work-life balance. So we lift the weight of those operational day-to-days off their shoulders. Solution number two is pre-built ops teams. 52% of small businesses plan to outsource business processes to reduce costs and increase efficiencies. And we curate that staff. The teams are designed to meet the unique needs of each of our clients. Solution number three is key. That is the strategic operational leadership. 22% improvement in overall business performance when you have operational practices, leadership, and management. And 20% higher profitability on average. So we not only provide those day-to-day solutions, but also that strategic operational leadership for maximum business development. How do we provide these solutions? We do that through our Ops Box. Anywhere from $1,100 to $21,000 a month. Our pre-ops box is the lead magnet to get started, and then we help build that foundational operation, grow, and expand. The key to the ops box is that oversight of the fractional COO, ensuring that tasks are done, our clients are getting a roadmap to grow and expand. So who is our product for? Our target market is the construction industry. There's 3.3 million total, but we're looking at 19 employees or less. That gives us 3.2 million. 99% of construction is less than 19 employees. Our total accessible market is 42.2 billion. The serviceable addressable market is the home services niche. This is our landscapers, painters, pest control, plumbers, and so on. There's about 1.2 million with a value of 15.8 billion. Our serviceable, obtainable market, we're looking to obtain 120 clients in 5 years. At 2 clients per month over the next 5 years, we project a market value of 4.6 million. Years 5 through 10, at about 316,000 a month in revenue, will yield an additional 23.8 million. So what are we up against? Let's take a look at that competition. So categories among the administrative services are very similar: email, social media, bookkeeping. But as far as the competition goes, we really stand out in the niche market There isn't anyone that we've found specifically servicing the trades. And also that fractional COO leadership. That's definitely something new and very unique to us. I did want to quickly point out the full-time support as well as that backup staff. It's really important that our trades have full-time people ready to take on those tasks in a dynamic way. And the backup so that nothing gets lost through the cracks. We're all human, we have vacations, doctor's appointments, things like that. But with a backup, they're ready to fill in. I would like to quickly point out the price. I think this is really important because we are the low-cost leader. Cash flow, cost of labor, and inflation are really hot issues in the trades right now. So we offer low, flat monthly rates so the client knows exactly what they're getting. So how are we going to execute and generate the revenue? Our business model is direct sales. This is face-to-face client discovery calls. This is reoccurring monthly revenue on 12-month contracts. Our secondary market is similar with small business under 19 employees. And we look like we can go to the financial sector, real estate management, and e-commerce. We see these markets fit our top-tier ops box for growth and expansion. So how are we going to get those sales? Our go-to market strategy is website inbound marketing, social media with targeted ads, joining trade organizations and business networking, email marketing campaigns, B2B trade shows, and speaking opportunities. Second. Our sales partners are Click Technica. They provide our inbound and online marketing and advertising that generates our leads. The labor agency provides the administrative roles, and that labor is a direct cost of sales. And our fractional COOs, they participate in the networking, the B2B marketing, and the trade shows. They also do the closing and sales as well for us. So how is it going for us? We do have some traction. We do have one fractional services renewal client in the last 6 months, 2 new pre-ops box clients, 1 pre-ops box that's closed, but they won't start till September, and 1 90-minute coaching client. So we do have a lot of room for growth. But who's done all the work so far? Well, meet the team. Daniel Scarpato is our SEO specialist. He has decades of experience in SEO and online marketing, working for Fortune 100 and 500 clients. Our executive assistant, Kay Marin, has been an executive assistant for over 10 years, and she's the glue that keeps us all together. And myself, Patty Zapparoli, I have a master's in business administration. I'm the owner and the fractional COO. And trades are close to my heart because I was a director of operations for a plumbing contractor, was the owner of a pressure washing company, and an owner of a fine cabinetry and woodworking. So they're very close to my heart. And what do we need from you? We're asking $360,000 with 8 times ROI by year 10. So most of our budget is in marketing, 77%, and that is a 508 cost per lead with a closing ratio of 10. We need 20 leads per month to gain 2 clients. We can generate $316,000 in monthly recurring revenue in 12 months. So thank you very much. My name is Patty Zapparoli. I'd love to continue this conversation. When nothing's going right and there's no end in sight, don't wait till it flops. Just get an ops box. God, I'm sweating. Yes. Good job. Never have to wipe it off. Oh.
Okay, everyone, that was great, Patty. Yeah. So who is up next? Okay, who's going? Okay, and did the computer that walked away, was that ours? No. Ours are, okay, great. All right. Okay, so this is Tamika with Puber. Okay, here you're going to need this and this. So you came in while you were here. Okay, so this is for the room and this is for online. Okay.
All right. Hi, my name is Tamika Smith, founder of Puber, a veteran-owned local pet taxi service in Las Vegas, Nevada. So Puber is a funny name, but it tells you exactly what we do. The P in Puber is for pets. About 200,000 households in Las Vegas own pets, and the demand for pet taxi service is growing rapidly. The Uber in Puber is for, well, Uber, rideshare, using our website and soon developed app, it will make it easy for pet owners to book safe and reliable pet appointments to essential pet care appointments, groomers, daycare, hospital, and airport. And the 3 R's at the end is the sound our furry friends make after getting an epic belly rub. So now you have it, and you heard about Uber. So the problem is that from self-care, work, family, and travel, pet owners find it difficult to juggle everything into their daily commitments. Hectic schedules, lack of local pet taxi service, and it can be expensive. Our solution is we have a specially modified bus. It's safe, and it's convenient, and it's spacious, filled with kennels, doggy bowls, and jerk release lanyards inside to prevent the in the event of emergency break-in, it stops your pet from being thrown everywhere. We also have toys and grass to give the outdoorsy feel. I don't know, it's moving by itself. Okay, all right. So with our soon developed app, it will be able to connect pets everywhere with innovative pet technology. So the app overview, introducing our comprehensive pet taxi app for all pet parents to enjoy. User benefits, be able to explore the features that make booking pet trips easier. Our market opportunity is our TAM. Local pet care industry is valued at $300 billion. Our SAM is valued at, for pet services, $1 billion. Then we have our SOM. For our 5-year projection, we hope to have 500 drivers signed up, about 10 trips per day, averaging $60 per trip, round trip, up to 15 miles. How it works is you will log into Uber.com and put your pickup and drop off location into basic contact information, make your payment, select the time for your pickup and drop off, and enter your pet details. Then you will receive your confirmation. Our business model is we operate on a base fare and it starts at $30 plus $2.50 per mile, or we got $2 per mile for round trip. We even also offer emergency and same day service for additional charge of $100. And if someone needs us to wait, we will wait, and it goes at 0.7 cents per minute. We also have our monthly subscription, and that goes at $100 per month, and that includes 2 pickup and drop off services, 1 emergency pickup and drop off, and a bag of treats. So with our app, with our sales channel, it will be direct booking, and then we will co-market with other industry players. The structure, the revenue shares with drivers when they sign up on our platform will be 70-30 split, and that automated booking for on-demand trips. Our competitive landscape. So our direct competition is like pet apps, pet transportation companies, board and air training facilities. Our indirect competition is groomers and animal hospitals. These are some pictures of our app mock-ups. So what will set us ahead of our competitors is with Uber and Lyft. So they allow pet trips, but it's up to the driver discretion. And not everyone likes to have, the pet hair or the noise and things like that in their vehicle, because when you drive in Uber and Lyft, you still have to pick up the next person after. So we set aside from that because we have an app that's dedicated for pet trips only, with the option to have the pet owner ride as well. And then also we stand out from our local pet taxi service companies that will offer pet taxi rides as an option to come to their facility. Our financial overview. So in 2022, we did a beta test run and received great feedback about our service. Our main focus at that time was testing our business model and providing great service. Then life got in the way. So here I am back 2024, starting strong. And then we have our projections from year 1 to year 4, revenue and our operating expense. So a little about me. As a veteran with over 6 years of entrepreneurial experience, including real estate and business management, I bring a strong sense of discipline, dedication, and reliability to this venture. These values are the backbone of Uber, ensuring top-notch service for our clients. We are dedicated to reshaping the pet transportation landscape and becoming the go-to service for all pet-related taxi needs. Our ask is $150K for equity offering. And how that will be dispersed is, it would allow us to complete our app development to improve technology for scheduling and booking and tracking, enhance our marketing efforts to reach and acquire more customers, expand our fleet to serve more customers efficiently. So, Uber, you have me, have my email, my website, my number, Facebook, Instagram. And yeah, that's me. I got you anytime. How much time did I have left?
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, it's like I didn't want to drag it out, so I guess I could add more. Oh, sorry.
Got you. Oh, no, that's me.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Next up, we have Carrie Feza with Carrie F Decor.
Yes, I am Carrie Feza, and I founded my business actually in 2020 during COVID. My background is in the psychic arts and entertainment industry. I still do psychic readings and events as a little side hustle. Occasionally I'll book a principal role, but my main focus is my interior design and staging business. Back then I was doing a lot of promotional modeling and conventions. And of course that all dried up with COVID. And I was aging out of the industry anyway, so it really gave me the push to start my own business that I'd been wanting to do for a while. Started as a sole proprietorship and as an intention of doing it as a part-time endeavor. Can we fix the screen a little bit? We're half and half here. Or can I do that? Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so what sets us apart or makes us different from other interior designers and stagers? Well, I'm actually educated. I have a diploma from the New York Institute of Art and Design, and I am a certified home stager. I also have smaller diplomas in that and things like feng shui. And even though we're a new business, I have 20 years experience doing renovations. That's our specialty, and 20 years experience staging and styling furnished rentals. Because I'm a psychic, I can do forward-thinking designs. I cater more to my clients' taste and my intuition rather than focusing totally what's on trend. And I think I have very forward-thinking designs. This bathroom we did back in 2013, and it's still pretty on trend today. People are still doing the marble tile, and gray's kind of played out, but again, we did this 11 years ago. As a designer, I have relationships with great contractors, trades, and those type of things, but I'm really grateful for the relationships I've built with certain people, carpenters, painters, etc. And I have a list of my VIP vendors that I'm happy to share with any of you. Some of these people will move mountains for me, and I'm grateful to have them. Also, as a designer, I have exclusive access to the trade decor that you can't get unless you're working with a designer. My unique USP, obviously, is my portfolio, which I call my showcase. Anything you want to know about me is on my website, carriefdecor.com. My portfolio is under showcase. This here we did was this island was formerly a peninsula that started over here. We had to dig a big hole in the floor to move the plumbing and the electric. Good design is the fabricator wrapped the design in the marble all the way around over, and it actually goes around and underneath. This is a recent install we just did. We're in permanent limbo waiting for a patio cover with a deck above it. So we put together a gazebo and sold them a couple day beds and made a really nice backyard oasis that we're very proud of. Just gonna try and even out my screens here. So who is our client? Our client is 35 to 65 years old with an annual income of 500K or above, which is 1 to 1.5% of the population, using the latter number because in Las Vegas there's more affluence, and using a formula that 50% of those people might seek professional interior design services, and using the city of Las Vegas as our SOM, because that's where I live and have most of my experience. And that's where we do our target marketing. It leaves me a potential of 1,219 clients. Now, if I divide that by a median number of 250 other accredited designers, that's 4 to 5 ideal clients per designer. Not a large number, but as a part-time sole proprietor, all you really need is 1 or 2 good clients a year, and that's what I'm averaging, although I want to scale up. Right now, we're working kind of in the SAM market, which is the greater Las Vegas area, and for my formula, I included the 4 boroughs that are Las Vegas, plus Boulder City. which leaves me a potential of 6 potential clients, ideal clients per designer. So again, we want to work more into that. I have a unique opportunity nationally with an online platform where I can do e-design called On Side Door. I can create a room and curate a collection. If a person buys each product in my collection, I can make an average of $6,000 per room. Times my formula, that leaves me a potential profit of $4 billion a room. But if I divide that by the 10,000 other e-designers out there, I come down to $448,000 a room, and you could probably divide that into 25%, which is still a good profit. So this was a good exercise at letting me know where I really need to be focusing my efforts. Keep moving with my slides here. What is my competition and how do I stack up? I did screenshots here. You've seen there's a million other designers around. I come up organically on Google, which is where I get most of my business from. I come up number 2 or 3 organically under the people that are paying to be on there. It's free. This lady just slipped in here. I don't consider a competition. She has a storefront and sells used furniture. House is another interior design platform you have to be on. And on that platform, under the best 15 interior designers in Las Vegas, I usually come up number 1 right under the person that's paying to be on there. And as I went on with this screenshot, I noticed the lady underneath me, my favorite design, LV Incorporated. She is a really tough designer and she's very successful, and she's opened a new store in California. I'm not really wowed by her portfolio though, and I'm ranking higher than her on this platform. So this is how we work our marketing. Of course, SEO is huge because that's where most of my leads come from. This is the ad spend. Don't spend a lot on that, but now looking at the potential with e-design, I want to spend more money on my social media, and I'm meeting with a strategist this week. CRM is free. Try and get those 5-star reviews up online. Again, we spend money on target marketing, a little bit on print, and then media. We try and guest on podcasts, TV shows you've never heard of. We're a little ways away from HGTV, but has anybody heard of the Mental Margarita? They are a local program, kind of a startup themselves, and they like to feature entrepreneurs. So that's our latest endeavor. Where else do we spend money? Admin costs, of course, project materials are relevant to each project. We try and pass those along to the client because it is their project. Labor, I don't always need labor. I hire people as I need them as 1099 employees, which makes it so I don't have to be bonded or pay benefits. I can just be licensed and insured. I have this great crew that'll show up anytime with their Carry Up Decor shirts, and they will work 10 hours alongside me. That's why I call them my A-team. Other things to consider are personal and self-care, although I don't write those off. How do we make our money? Staging, flat fees, design commissions. This is what we've made so far year to date. The sweet spot is design commissions. We sell to the trade. So we buy to the trade, upsell it to our customer. The profit margin is limitless, but I try and keep my designs fair so my clients feel like they're getting a good deal. And you can charge that along with flat fees and hourly packages. So this is what we've made year to date. And then when the client pays me, I pay off my credit card, and I have tons of points and free money from credit card rewards. This year I made $1,245 in free money, which covers my ad spend and a lot of my personal costs. So all that said, that's our profit, around $11,500 this year. But I want to scale, and I can't do it alone as a sole proprietor. So I'm not looking for money. I'm looking for a potential partner who can handle the business end, the part that I'm not good at, who understands HubSpot. They can bring their own resources and their own team, but they can't be a nerd. That's me. I'm antisocial. I need someone to go to networking events with. I'm dragging my husband along next week. There's some great parties in this industry, but I need someone who can be out in the community, socializing and making community connections. So possibly we can form a corporation together, which gives me an exit strategy in 10 to 15 years that they can take over as the major stockholder or buy themselves out of the companies. For the right person, the door is open at Carry F Decor. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Kyle Faria, the founder and chief innovation officer of Aquavive. Picture this, you're in the middle of a grueling workout, or maybe just finished a long day at the office, you're thirsty, exhausted, and reaching for a bottle of water. What if I told you that the water you drink is not enough? What if your body is craving something more essential is missing from the beverages that you drink on the market? That's where Aquaviv comes in. We're not just another beverage company. We're pioneers in the science of hydration. And we're here to challenge the status quo, to expose the myths and to empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to achieve optimal hydration and unlock your full potential. Dehydration isn't a minor inconvenience. It's a silent epidemic affecting nearly half of all Americans. It robs us all of energy, focus, and vitality. It impairs our cognitive function, weakens our immune system, and even increases the risk of chronic diseases like kidney stones and heart problems. But here's the shocking truth. Most of us are chronically dehydrated without even realizing it. We've been misled to believe that simply drinking more water is the solution. But that's the only part of the equation. At Aquaviv, we've spent years researching the science of hydration, delving into the complex interplay of electrolytes, minerals, and water quality. And we've discovered that true hydration goes beyond just quenching your thirst. It's about nourishing your cells, replenishing lost electrolytes, and optimizing your body's natural processes. Our breakthrough oral rehydration solutions are the culmination of this research. They're not just a product, they're a paradigm shift in how we approach hydration. They're the missing piece of the puzzle, the key to unlocking your body's full potential. What sets Aquaviv apart is not just our commitment to science-backed formulations, it's our dedication to purity, simplicity, and effectiveness. Our ORS formulations are meticulously crafted with symphony of balanced electrolytes, full spectrum minerals, pure magnesium, copper, and zinc. Unlike the sugary artificial flavor options flooding the market, Aquaviv is refreshingly pure and naturally delicious. We believe that hydration should be a pleasure and not a chore. That's why our products are designed to enhance the taste of any beverage, from water to coffee to your favorite cocktails. We're committed to making Aquaviv accessible to everyone, no matter their lifestyle or budget. That's why we offer a variety of purchase options, from convenient subscriptions to single-serve snap packs. We're also partnering with retailers, health experts to ensure Aquaviv is available wherever you are, whenever you need it. We're more than just a product company. We're a community of hydration enthusiasts dedicated to educating and empowering our customers. We provide resources, tools, and support to help you understand body's unique hydration needs and make informed choices about your health. The global hydration market is a vast ocean of opportunity, with sports drinks alone exceeding $27 billion. There's a clear demand for effective hydration solutions. The electrolyte mix segment, where Aquaviv currently thrives, is valued at over $500 million and growing rapidly. We're targeting a modest initial goal of 470,000 units sold, which translates to $9.4 million in revenue. But we're not stopping there. We have a strategic product launch schedule for mineralized sports drinks, positioning us to capture even a larger share of this lucrative market. Our online presence is growing exponentially with a passionate community of followers eager to learn about true hydration. We're investing in targeted marketing campaigns, leveraging social media, influencer partnerships, and educational content to reach a larger audience. Our repeat customer rate of 50% is a testament to the effectiveness and quality of Aquaviv. We're confident that our focus on education and empowerment, combined with innovative products, will continue to drive growth and create a loyal customer base. Let's talk about the elephant in our room, the competition. Many of them are still peddling sugary drinks loaded with artificial ingredients, offering nothing more than a temporary thirst quencher. But true hydration is about more than water and sugar. It's about replenishing essential electrolytes and minerals your body loses through sweat, activity, and daily life. Aquaviv is different. We're committed to purity, transparency, and effectiveness. Our mineral-rich formula provides a complete and balanced spectrum of electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and more that work synergistically to optimize hydration at a cellular level. These minerals are essential for the nerve function, muscle contraction, fluid balancing, and overall well-being. Behind every great product is a great team. Danica and I bring a unique blend of skills and expertise to AquaVive. My background in hydration science and her expertise in operations and scaling businesses are a powerful combination. We're not just colleagues, we're partners in a mission to transform the hydration landscape. We are seeking a $250,000 investment to ride this wave of opportunity. This funding will allow us to scale production to meet the growing demand for our products, expand our marketing reach, and invest in research and development to continue innovating. With your support, we can accelerate our growth trajectory, reach millions of customers, and solidify AquaVive as a global leader in hydration. We're not just building a company, we're building a movement. The future of hydration is here. It's pure, it's effective, it's empowering, it's AquaVive. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to answering your questions and exploring how we can hydrate the world together.
That will be Willie Henderson. So we're looking forward to hearing from him. And then we're going to be taking a break, about a 20-minute break to get some food, and we'll pause the recording and then come back. But I'll mention that again after Willie's done.
All right. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good, good. My name is Willie Henderson, founder and CEO of BottleParties.com. It is a VIP bottle service sharing app. Problem number one, nightlife, day life in the Las Vegas scene, pool parties and nightclubs, there's extensive lines. You don't have a table or a cabana at a pool party or a nightclub, then you're going to be standing in these lines for an hour plus. And people do this, no problem. But they get in for free, usually on the guest list, or they pay very steep costs for cover charges. Problem number two, crowded bar lines when you go to these pool parties as well as nightclubs. You can see the masses of people trying to get their drink or beer or wine or cocktail of choice when it's only a handful or less than that of bartenders to tend to all these people. Bottle service, very expensive. A lot of celebrities get it, actors, actresses. They come to play in Las Vegas and they want to have a good time. They go out and party. And in the setting of nightclubs and pool parties, they will pay these very expensive costs for these VIP bottle services. This right here that you see before you is the Magnum Ace of Spades. That is $1 million at Hakkasan. So this is not a fabrication. This is actually a bottle service you can purchase at the MGM Grand. So a lot of people don't like all these three issues. So what's the solution for that? A user-friendly mobile app that enables guests to split the cost of VIP bottle services and meet new people. So what I've created is BottleParties.com, and it is a VIP bottle service sharing app. So what that entails is that you can get this app downloadable on your computer or mobile device. You can select your venue of choice, whether it be a day club, pool party, or a nightclub scene table. And then forward from that, you can select your liquor of choice. So meaning if it's just you by yourself, you with your girlfriend, spouse, or a couple of buddies or girlfriends, you select your bottle of choice, you prepay, and then you are grouped with other people that would like to drink the same alcohol you're drinking, so that that way you can split that cost of that VIP bottle service. Then you would get notified from Bottle Parties via email and text message of the details on what to wear, what the hours are of the venue, who to meet there as far as the VIP hosts, etc. So here's just a couple pictures down below. You got the nightclub scene up top. You got the day club scene there in the cabana up top. And these are ladies that don't know each other, but they all took advantage of bottleparties.com, got their spot for this cabana on the app, and now they're all together at this cabana for a fraction of the cost it would have cost one person to pay for that entire cabana themselves. So you can pay for individual spots at different VIP locations as well as meet new people. So imagine Uber meets bottle service meets Airbnb meets Meetup. So here's kind of busy slide here, but these are just a collection of the different day clubs and nightclubs in Las Vegas. Seeing quite a few of these venues change over time. With the addition of the Resorts World, you got the IU Day Club as well as the Zoot nightclub. Elia used to be Rehab back in the day. Dre's nightclub has always been there, and so on and so forth. So even though these venues may change, the promoters may change, this service is always going to be needed. All right, getting down to brass tacks here. Got the USA market with those very expensive bottle service prices I stated earlier. You had these different echelons of what the U.S. market entails. So 26 billion nationwide. This is all the taverns, bars, watering holes, clubs, day clubs, etc. And the 6 billion is going to be your available market, and that's all the places that serve alcohol as well as provide bottle service. And 200 million, that's going to be our obtainable market, where people will be able to afford what we're offering, and which will be the medium between, okay, I can't buy this whole bottle service by myself, but I don't need to get a handout and get this guest list and get in for free. I'm willing to spend a couple hundred and partake in this day club or nightclub VIP bottle service setting. In the global market, it's even bigger. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Spain, Europe, different nightclubs, day clubs in different areas. That's even more expensive prices than the US. So you got 140 billion for the TAM here, 21 for the available market, and 630 million for the obtainable market that we'll be able to tap into. The competitors here, you got the Discotheque app. Not sure if a lot of you have heard of this app, but they are claiming to be the #1 nightlife app, as well as No Cover Nightclubs website, as well as Vegas.com, which was formerly known as JackColton.com website. So all of these sites, they offer guest lists, general admission tickets, as well as bottle service, but none of them offer what we offer, which is the VIP bottle service sharing option, enabling you to buy 1, 2, 3 seats at a time, prepay, and then take advantage of the service. Our business model here, how we'll make money. We'll have a free download. I'm thinking about making that a free download for the first 2,500 users, and then making available a $3.99 per month subscription. This subscription will entail that the subscriber will be able to have access to the first flash sale deals, as opposed to like the free download where you will see what's just available. The venues, I've already been contacted by a few venues that will want their names or their logos at the top of our platform, which we will be charging $500 to $10,000 a month in regards to wherever they want their venue to be placed. Also, bounties for guests. Like in the slide previous, we had those websites that offer free guest lists as well as general admission tickets. These venues actually pay a bounty if they go through your site and then those guests attend their venue. So we'll be offering that as well. Businesses such as retailers will be able to have ads on our platform. So whether it be a restaurant, a hair salon for women, it could be a barbershop for men, it could be shoe stores, place where you get clothes, dresses. They will actually have ad space that would be available on our platform for them to run ads. And as well as merchandise, we will be offering bottle parties, merch. We'll be having like free giveaways that we would give away like on the strip, and such as like chapstick and t-shirts and stuff like that, up to $100, where we have like bags and hats, sunglasses, etc. The team here got Dennis McKinley. These guys I've known for 20+ years. He's a consultant of mine. He's in the Los Angeles area. He's a professional dancer. He's danced for Missy Elliott, Cisco, and others. He knows a lot about the nightlife in Los Angeles, and he's my boots on the ground there. Akili Poli, he's my tech co-founder. He's a financial genius. He's given me advice and tips on what I've done so far and can outsource different things. And that handsome guy in the middle, that's yours truly. I'm an Army vet. I'm a cardiovascular specialist, inventor, and entrepreneur. So I'm a hustler. So we're asking for $350K, in which just a little bit less than half will go towards marketing. That'll be social media ads, as well as influencers, street team, social media team, mobile, billboards, etc. Staffing, $100K, that's going to go towards the staff to meet the individuals that will be getting grouped and attending these venues. App maintenance and upkeep, that's going to be your $30K there to keep up with updates and versions, etc. And then for VIP location acquisition, we got the $80K. So we can secure those spots after the people prepay. And here's the contact info. So that is my email, my name, and number. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, that's it for our first round. We're going to take a break now. We're going to get something to eat. We're going to come back here at 10 after 1. So that's like 23 minutes from now. We're going to pause the recording and then we'll get moving again. So next up we have Maisha, Daniel, Latoya, Calvin, Angela, Jennifer, and the group that's listed last. Sammy, Atul, Sal, Brenda, Ria, Kevin, Miche, and that's that. Okay, so we'll see you back here at 10 minutes after 1. All right, and we're back. We're back, and Maisha is the next person to come up. No? All right. Well, who is here that would like to go? Okay. Are you Calvin?
I don't know how close this has to be.
All right, I'm gonna kind of try to go quickly because I might run out of time. Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Or does it need to be closer? How about now, is that good? Okay. All right, ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, so my business idea is you trade auto. Basically, when used car owners have a used car and they need to get rid of it or trade it in, it's difficult to get a good value. There's a few problems. One is when you trade it in, usually the dealership won't give you top dollar for it. There's also a conflict of interest with them because they want to get it cheaper so they can sell it for more. Another issue is it's time consuming. They're going to usually inspect it and there's paperwork. They tell you it's 15 minutes, it's often an hour at least. Also, most people don't want the hassle of selling it themselves. They're also fearful of negotiating, which is understandable. I used to be fearful of that. The solution is with our website and app at U-Trade Auto, we have 3 solutions. One is we'll sell it for you. We'll charge you a fee, probably. Oh, sorry. Yes, next slide, solution. Sorry. Okay, so we're on solutions. 3 options. One, we sell it for you for a fee for $4.99 and probably some kind of percentage. We're not sure yet. Two, we'll buy it now like Carvana does and many others do, but we'll do it for more. The idea is to have software that checks what they're going to buy it for, so we know what they're going to offer, and we, within 30 seconds or whatever, we offer 10% more at least. There's always a lot of meat on the bone, so you can do that. Number three, there's a DIY with guidance. So if you're kind of familiar with selling cars, but you're not great at it, we're going to have a system where basically we're going to show you how to take proper pictures, also do a video. We'll assist with the listing description, and we'll teach you the basics of negotiating. If you at any point don't want to do the negotiating, even in the middle of a negotiation, you can reach out to us, and for a fee, we'll finish the negotiating for you or do all of it. That'd be at least, I figure, $100 for that. Let's see. Another idea is also when you submit your info, like to Carvana, no matter how many times you submit it to get a price of what they're going to offer you, they give you the same price. And I submitted like repeatedly, like day, night, a week later to see if it changed, and it never changed. So if I notice that's happening, I want to be able to send out an email and say, hey, your information has been sent to a team member to be reviewed. We'll reach out to you in 48 hours. So I'll have like 3 other offers for you. We'll reach out to you, ask you, are you trying to get more money? If the answer is yes, then we'll say, well, how about this amount? If they say no, so we'll kind of go back and forth there and give them even more if it's worth it. All right, next slide. Market opportunity. So these numbers are from 2023, and I also got most of the info from Yahoo Finance. So your service obtainable market in Nevada State for 2023 was $2 billion. That's used car sales. Your service addressable market nationwide is $370 billion. And your total addressable market worldwide was $1.84 trillion. That is increasing at a rate of 6%, over 6% annually, and expected to be $2 trillion by 2029. Next slide. Our business model, so basically how we make money. Number one is going to be from the fees with assisting you in your sale of your vehicle. At $4.99 per vehicle, and just going on the low end, 1 vehicle a day would generate $450,000 a year, not including the percentage. Number two, selling used vehicles that we've purchased. Again, selling 1 a day at an average profit of $2,500 would give you or would give us $912,000 profit per year. And the third way, fees from the DIY listings. Basically, I figure about $29. Craigslist is $5, OfferUp is $8, and they're trash. Like OfferUp, it's really hard to get a buyer on there that's serious. Craigslist, almost nobody contacts me now on Craigslist. Like it's always Facebook Marketplace. So that's like the free place to list, but they give you no guidance. And I see a lot of horrible pictures and listings. Sometimes there's no description. So basically for $29, we're going to assist you. One thing I noticed, there's 1.4 million private vehicles sold every month. So if you can get 1% of that market, that basically equates to 460 listings a day. Now, if you can get 1%, 460 at $29, that's 4.9 million. So that's something I discovered last night, and I was like, ooh, that might be a better way to go. Let's see. Next, oh, no, same slide, sorry. So it continued. Some other ways, so basically the vehicle financing, you can get 1 to 3% on the financing with a third party. Also, maybe offer extended vehicle warranties. Maybe you make $50, maybe you make $100. I'm not sure what that is. It's not a lot, but it's something. And then also add on accessories like window tints, ceramic coatings, floor mats, vehicle security systems, or GPS. So you might make $100 on each of those. All right, next slide. The competition. Okay, so there's a lot of competition, obviously. There's at least 15 major players in the used car market. Let's see, however, it is easy to beat their purchasing offers. Like I said, they have a conflict of interest, and they're always often on the low side. For example, I've purchased a 95 Corvette for $2,600. Carvana offered $1,800 and CarMax offered $1,500. There was an 05 BMW 528, got it for $2,000. Carvana was at $850. CarMax was at $450. So really low on that, and I'll tell you the profit on those in a minute. And the third one, 04 GMC Yukon, got it for $3,000. Carvana was $22,000. CarMax was $1,800. Next slide. So traction. So AKA sales. Here's a sample of my past sales. You'll notice how the green profit line mimics the blue revenue line. So the bigger this space, the more profit there is. There's a good chunk there. Oh, shoot. Okay. 2 minutes. So the red Corvette, bought it for 26, sold it for 59, made $3,000 profit. The 05 BMW 528, bought it for 2, sold it for 4, made $2,000, split it with the owner. There was an 04 Tahoe, bought it for 3, sold it for 4,500, made 1,400. There was $100 cost on that. And then a black GMC Yukon, bought it for 15, put a lot of money in that, sold it for 6,900, but made 3,400, but still made good profit. All right, next slide. My team is just me at the moment. I have a passion for automotive. I've had it my whole life since I was at least 14. I have a broad history in automotive. I've done tech school. I've been a mechanic for many years, close to a decade. I've done welding school. I've painted vehicles. I've been a service writer shortly. And lastly, sales is my favorite. I've worked at big dealerships, small dealerships, ran a small shop, and now I'm just independent, working at a home, buying, selling, and fixing. All right, I have 28 years experience in the automotive field, 9 years in buying and selling. Next slide. All right, so my ask is for $500,000 for 5% of the company. That $500,000 will cover $15,000 for a great website, $60,000 for an excellent app, $100,000 for a place of business, which is rent, equipment. I basically need a little bit of a repair area, like a repair shop with at least one lift, a detail area. I need computers, desks, chairs, cameras, and security cameras for the business. $65,000 for my salary. I could probably live on 47, but I don't want to be worried about, oh, the house needs a repair or my car needs a repair. I want to focus on the business, so that's why I put it at 65. 126 for 3 employees at 42,000 a year. And then 134 is extra for emergencies, kept in a bank account, overseen by the investors. So to just be backup, figure a buffer. Next slide. That's my last one. Thank you very much for your time. If you'd like to contact me, feel free to contact me, ask me questions. I'm available. I'm an open book. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Excellent timing. You finished right as the timer went off. I don't know if you could hear it.
Oh, I did. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I knew I had to rush through it because I've tried 3 different times with people and we always got interrupted, so I didn't know where I fell in the timeline, but I knew it was going to be close. Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, who do we have next?
Thank you.
Yeah, that was an interesting picture. Okay, who's getting up? Anybody? All right, who in the room still needs to present? Misha, but yeah, you're the only one here. Let's see, online, we have Farahita is going to send us a deck. Ron presented yesterday. So are you ready to roll? Okay, we need to set up. Okay, potty break. For everybody else, not you.
Okay, well, I am Misha King of Kingme Enterprises, and I'm presenting for Kingme Resorts, all rights reserved. So globally, there were some financial impacts post and during COVID, right? So whenever there are financial impacts globally, that produces a new era. But the good thing is, with the new era comes new age options. So within this venture, our product is short-term villa rentals within an exclusive community forward. So within our consumer research, we found that people and businesses have some pain points regarding travel affordability. So what happens when you get off the plane and you get in the room? The expenses begin, right? Even within a budget. People and businesses want more bang for their buck, but they also need some very basic features and services. So in addition to your accommodations, we found that people want transportation, they want accessibility, they also want a continuum of their fitness regimens, as well as some spa services. And in addition to sports betting, we now have sports teams, so that's pretty cool. But they also want group activities. So fun fact, when I was a kid, me and my mom used to come to Vegas. She'd give me $50. I'd go to the arcade, very, very young. That was a lot in the 70s. And then she'd go to the casino. 30 minutes later, she'd come back, give me $50, go back to the casino. we actually were there as a family, but we had different experience. So we found within our research that people actually want shared experiences and that businesses actually want to have team building and have more streamlined group activities. Forward. So our solutions are pretty simple. We have a twofold consumer base. One is business class and the other is a premium economy class. Business is just that. Premium economy travelers are those that expect or generally pay for premium services. Both types of consumers want a memorable experience. The difference is that businesses want that memorable experience to turn into profitable experiences. So our solution is simple, all-inclusive community. The shuttle service, fitness, spa, business services, definitely accessibility is on the rise and necessary, as well as group activities for both different types of traveler, right? Helps to streamline the meeting points, travel time, team building, as we said. We found that our consumer on average spends roughly $500 to $1,500 additional dollars after they book room and also after they have their air services. Forward. So what are our competitive features? We'll look at Airbnb first. So really their offerings, they don't really compare with the exception that they're larger, right? Because they're a one-off. And then we are a community of villas. And so as it relates to exclusive resorts like MGM and some of the other big ones on the strip, they don't usually offer shuttle service and they aren't socially engineered, but they do offer free alcohol and have a casino. So that's a big plus. Also, the exclusive communities that are off the strip, they usually offer shuttle service. We're intimate, we're quaint, and we bring some unbelievable high value, some first in market experiences and are socially engineered. Forward. So in the travel and tourism space with regards to the resort, the market is kind of huge and flexible, making a lot of opportunity for us. So most hotels and resorts built up like a beanstalk so that they give you different types of rooms and lots of rooms, right? Our brand needs to build out and like a muffin top. You ever seen someone with a muffin top? It needs to build out. Because it's more intimate setting and is socially engineered. So when we look at the opportunity within resort market, we're looking at the TAM. Global is 440 billion. The United States SAM is about 110 billion, and we think we can easily scale to at least $1 billion, especially when we're looking at exploring opportunities like in the adjacent markets. Our business model is pretty simple. Yes, our business model is pretty simple. We'll be a first in market, really niche market for fun, for fitness, relaxation, all bundled in a premium offering. So we garner revenue via daily rentals, subscriptions, special events, billboard marketing, and licensed product. Forward. So our growth strategy is just phase one, start small, establish our consumer base, integrate high-end, top-level participants to help establish the product and generate buzz. Phase 2 through 3, kind of grow into the adjacent market and franchise. And then phase 4 will be to launch secondary lines of product to immersive communities in our existing customer base. The founding team, it is me, she is I, we are we. I am the Chief Command Officer, and I am also the Executive People to Purpose Liaison. What that basically means is, I have a couple of master's degrees. I also, one in entertainment business, the other in internet marketing. One's comes very easy to me in terms of creative programming, marketing products, hospitality, casino special events. The other one is more analytical hat. It's more of a science. And when you talk about like process improvement, as well as project management, and A/B variant testing, those things also ring in my brain. Carla Jones is an executive boomer advisor and liaison, right? So she's a boomer with a world of wisdom and common sense. Sometimes that analytical stuff, you don't get as much common sense. She's been in a legal administration and also served in Los Angeles Times and the Air Force Administration. Forward. So sometimes I have these high value things that we can do, and I've done all the pricing, I've done all the marketing, and I'm like, well, let's have waterworks and walkabouts. You know, we healthy options, fun options, nightlife, fitness options. She's like, well, that's a great idea, but do you have chair exercises? Do you have yoga? Do you have Pilates performers machines? Is there a fax machine? Is there a cabana? So she kind of says, well, this is the market, the retiree market, and this is what we want. And we're spending money. This is our time. We want to come for a week, but we want to be relaxed and we want to be serviced. So great value. So the current ask is $5 million, very simple: land acquisition and build, working capital, contingency, materials, staffing and salaries, advisors. But one of the things that's really important for us, especially for me, are counselors, mentors, advisors, because that's priceless. It's invaluable. And it helps us to mitigate any blind sides that might be out there and kind of navigate the actual market. That's it. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Miche. Next up, we have flying microphones.
Sammy.
Sammy. Sammy is going to talk about, what's the name of your business, Sammy? Optimal Canagard. Okay, great.
Good evening, how are you? This will probably be one of the very few times that we make eye contact, so bear with me. My head will be in my notes. So my name is Sammy Terrell. I'm the CEO and founder of an intellectual property I call Optimal Canagard. It's a digital marijuana safe. We're currently in our pre-seed conceptual phase, and we're seeking to raise capital to build a prototype and test our theory. As a connoisseur of marijuana and an entrepreneur by nature, in 2020, I set out on a journey and started growing marijuana. I bought all my essentials with my savings and essentially went all in. At the time, I resided with my mother and father and my brother in a 3-bedroom townhome. I turned my living space into a grow room living area. After 90 days of growth, my plants were thriving, and I up and moved from California to Nevada. Purchased a U-Haul truck, gathered my belongings along with my 6 plants, and I embarked on this journey. After a 6-hour road trip and arriving in Sin City, my girls and I were welcomed to a new home. Fast forward 5 months, my plants are now ready to harvest. All the hours that I've done babysitting these plants, feeding them, providing light, nurturing them, trimming them, this is what a cultivator lives for. At this point, the aroma in the house is therapeutical. Plus, trimming 4 pounds of marijuana single-handedly was a daunting task. 1,792 grams of marijuana trim at an estimated $17,920. Before I can consume or distribute any marijuana, I need to cure it, another daunting task. So I head out to Target and buy as many mason jars as possible, along with Bovita humidity packs. Those two dried up over time. And the need to replace those in order to maintain accurate humidity levels for your marijuana is essential. Fast forward another 30 days, the curation process is done. I had 2 connections in the marijuana industry, one a cultivator in the Humboldt County Emerald Triangles area, and the other worked in a dispensary here in Nevada. After the curation process, I was able to test my marijuana, which were at a relatively 24% THC level, which is pretty high. My distribution chains were slow at the time, and utilizing personal and professional industry standard marijuana storage suggestions and remedies didn't work too well for long-term storage. Can anyone guess what happened to my marijuana? No? Okay. Long story short, I damaged and lost over 50% of my product due to inadequate environmental changes like fluctuating humidity levels and temperatures, which ultimately lowered the potency levels and altered the texture, taste, and effect. The medicinal properties in marijuana often tend to diminish, and its medicinal effects and properties are lost if not stored correctly. There are 4 primary considerations when it comes to storing medicinal marijuana as long as possible. The best temperature for cannabinoid and terpene protection is around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity levels should be kept relative between 55 and 65%. Humidity and oxygen should be airtight, locked, and protected, which deters terpenes and cannabinoid oxidation, which causes cannabinoids to deteriorate and terpenes to evaporate. Complete darkness is suggested. No light. UV light combined with heat degrades and synthesizes your cannabinoids, potentially converting your THC into CBN, which is a non-intoxicating cannabis. Marijuana has been criminalized, but is transitioning from being illegal to medicinally and recreationally legal. And I want to create a device that the cannabis culture can be proud of, something that every connoisseur of marijuana can appreciate and utilize every single day. A timeless aesthetic piece, a device superior to all other methods, the optimal CannaGuard. More than often, marijuana and their storage devices are left accessible to underage children. This device was created to be childproof and provide adequate security in a residential setting around children. The tech aspect of the device allows notifications to be prompted to a mobile telephone warning the owner of or parent that the device or contents have been breached or compromised. One of our plans of actions is to aggressively attack the governor and his supporters in hopes to impose a Nevada market industry regulation of residential storage for marijuana and repeat the process in every state that marijuana is legal. The glass receptacle has an outer silicone sleeve to protect the contents from ultraviolet light, possibly converting your THC to CBD, which is a non-intoxicating property. This is a three-pronged business model. One, for UV protection. Two, for customer customization like names, strains, and colors, or my favorite, warning, cannabis. And three, to capitalize on another product segment. The digital scale aspect of the device is one of my favorite features by far. The ability to maintain count of the marijuana for a connoisseur, cultivator, or dispensary is golden. And the ability to streamline the preparation process for distribution and consumption is our goal. The LED screen located on the front of the device can be programmed to display the strain of marijuana it contains, and it displays the amount of medicine it contains and what was last extracted. So example, if you have 56 grams of marijuana in your container, the optimal CannaGuard, the digital marijuana say 56 grams, and you took out 2 grams, it'll tell you that 2 grams was extracted at 5:05. We have 4 versions in mind, 2 for retail customers and 2 for cultivators and dispensaries. There are over 8 million documented marijuana consumers and patients here in America, whether it be a patient under the care of a physician or a connoisseur who recreationally indulge in marijuana. Fun fact, Americans in 2022 collectively spent a whopping $20 billion on chocolate, but the marijuana connoisseurs and patients spent $30 billion on marijuana. Quite staggering if you ask me. I forgot the numbers, please excuse me, but in 2026, I believe, I think the industry is projected to exceed $100 billion. Why this product? Despite it not being any other product on the market that can rival it, from ultraviolet light penetrating through your storage device and raising the temperatures, possibly convert your THC to CBD, and inadequate humidity levels, altering the taste, texture, and aroma, or storing your precious medical marijuana in a plastic or environment susceptible to carcinogenic poisons, being leached from plastic into your medicinal marijuana is not good. Inspiration flare. There are 8.3 million connoisseurs who are under the care of a physician who get prescribed medicinal marijuana, and also that number is added with the connoisseurs as well. All of them are still using outdated methods of storage, which many teens have access to, like plastic bags, mason jars, or just the regular Tupperware that you get from the dispensary. So imagine leaving the dispensary having purchased a month or 2 worth of pot, and in most cases, these purchases upward $500 or $700, maybe even more. Not taking proper precautionary measures, 9 times out of 10 leads to less potent, brittle, unpleasant smoking experience. So it leads us back to simplicity. One way or another, there are 8 million people storing their buds, their marijuana, and I emphasize trying to store their marijuana in plastic to control the humidity levels with the intent to regulate the shelf life by way of shells, breadcrumbs, Bovita packs, and sponges, which is an indication of a need of a new product, a real product tailored to the needs of our customers. Marijuana consumers and patients religiously, every day, faithfully, microdose for medicinal reasons or recreationally, who only have access to one inadequate way of storing their marijuana, and that's plastic and mason jars. Our mission remains simple. At Optimal CannaGuard, our product vision is our core value is centered around accuracy and maintaining a longer shelf life for cultural cannabis connoisseurs and patients, while merging technique, remedies, technologies. We aim to provide the best storage solutions for our customers. Thank you.
That was really interesting.
Thank
you. Did you write all that stuff just today?
No, not this today.
Okay, good.
Fine.
All right.
Thank you.
Does your device exist yet?
It's not.
It does not.
It does,
Okay.
but it does not.
It's all in your head?
Yes,
Okay.
intellectually.
Thank you, Sammy. Okay,
Thank you.
where did Nez go? Who's up next? Going to be you? Yes, if you're ready, we're ready. As ready as you'll ever be. Sammy, you have that
Oh, yeah.
lapel mic, please? Okay. Good job. You see that we're having to use the microphone as well. Okay. Let me get you started.
Disclaimer, I had oral surgery yesterday, so it'll seem like I'm doing a mumble.
Oh.
I'm trying not to, but just in case, it's kind of big. I'm not gonna be
You look
cute on
beautiful.
camera.
Don't even worry. Okay, there you go. Okay, and you know how to.
Now, are you gonna,
No, so.
oh, I'll do it on here. Okay.
Probably easiest to use your arrows maybe, or?
Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh, okay. So I am Angela Claiborne of Claiborne Business Services. I have 30 years in the finance and accounting world, but as I get older and start seeing retirement come my way, I want to do more of a service because our family has always been service oriented. So this is just a natural progression. What I'm doing or attempting to do, I've been doing forever, but now that I'll probably have time, I want to do it as a business. One of the things Claiborne Business Services will be doing is educational consulting for underserved, foster, and unhoused youth and young adults who aspire to go on to higher education or trade school. Sometimes they don't get the one-on-one from their counselors, so they don't know what's out there and available for them. The problem that I see is the demographic in that education space, in some cases, are going overlooked completely because of their circumstances. Maybe they're the kid that doesn't come to school every day because of their circumstances, or they may not even know who their counselor is because due to the shortage of educators, some students aren't being counseled on their options at all. Some counselors are in there teaching because of the shortage of teachers. Problem two I see is the foster youth often need an advocate to assist them with the college application process. Maybe the person in the home they're with may be an older adult who doesn't know the whole process about how to get in college. Problem three, unhoused youth need reassurances that high education is also a reality for them. Now, the solutions that I've been already working in some of these, but the solution work is work with the high school and junior college advisors to get leads on the students that need assistance. Solution two is network with foster care and social service agencies to address their clients who need assistance. And the solution number three is reach out to the unhoused youth organizations and social service agencies to reach clients. My target market, and I looked this up, as of April 2024, the US Census says they spend $15,633 on each child every year. In 2003, in Nevada, in Clark County, 21,675 students graduated. Of that, 90 were unhoused and 75 were a part of the foster care system. I don't know if those kids went on to higher education, but I would like to say that I would want to help them. My competition now are people who post social media content regarding scholarships and trade school grants, teachers and advisors. Usually these individuals charge for their exclusive lists, like $99, and you'll be on the monthly list and things like that. Usually it's Facebook posts, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok where I'm seeing all of these things. My business model is kind of one-on-one webinars, small group seminars, and large group seminars. Working one-on-one will allow me to scale to my client's needs. Like if this person wants to go to trade school, so we want to get him in front of a union person or somebody who can tell him what he needs to do to go to the next level. Webinars will have a broader selection of assistance that can be received. So like I have a group of young ladies who all play flag football. People didn't know that there are scholarships for flag football, but now they know. Small group seminars can be curtailed to include groups like the scholarships for girls flag football. Large groups, seminars, or sometime where it would be like the whole school, if it's a smaller school, the whole school would come where all the seniors or juniors would come in and, you know, they can ask questions about what they want to do, what school they want to, and I would have the information to share with them. My traction right now, my potential revenue for the future is at a high threshold because I think the more people I help, the more people will come and say, hey, I want to work with you. Up until now, all my hours and my market research has been free of charge to acquaintances, friends, and family who need assistance. And my team, I am my team. I'm qualified because I'm constantly learning about new opportunities and how I can share them. And what I'm looking for is $250K through applying for grants. Most of the things I want to apply for the grants so that I can help the right people and help them pay their application fees, be able to award a scholarship if somebody's, you know, in the need, and help them apply for scholarships, purchase new computer equipment for Claiborne Biz, and set up webinars and group seminars. Thank you.
Next presenter is in the room. Okay, Sal, I see that you are online. Are you planning to present in person here at the Innovation Center or online? I sent you a chat message. Thanks, Sal. We'll see you soon.
Okay, so while we're waiting, I got some really good dad jokes. Okay, so first one. We tried to start a hot air balloon business, but it never took off. Nah. Okay. What sort of money do you need if you're starting your own landscaping business? A hedge fund. I used to be a banker, but then I lost interest. Okay. These are terrible. Accountants are so misunderstood because only a fraction of people get them. A fraction of, no, never mind. Okay. I once owned a paper business, but it folded. All of the inventions of the last century, the dry erase board is the most remarkable. No. I'm trying here. How many marketers does it take to change a light bulb? It isn't too late to make this neon instead, is it? That was not a good one. Okay. What do you call it when a group of apes starts a company? Monkey business. These get worse, don't they? What does a nosy pepper do? It gets jalapeno business. What? Okay. Okay, I destroyed that one. Got it. Okay, so I ran out of jokes. I did read it too fast. I tried. I'll find some more.
So why can't you trust an atom? Because it makes up everything.
Good afternoon. I am Calvin Oliver, representing the Luxury Vehicle Experience Company. Yes, that would be great. All right, it's over. We can go home. No? That was better than I thought it was gonna go. Didn't even feel it.
Oh, that's why your camera's on. Interesting. Oh.
Go
Stop
ahead.
the camera. Let's stop share.
All right, good afternoon again. Sorry about that. Here to talk about the Luxury Vehicle Experience Company. Our core mission is to transport our clients safely in luxury, of course. Doesn't matter who you are, from cross-country concert grower to an A-list celebrity. We've been building our clients over the last 2.5 years, and we have proven traction in this market here in Las Vegas, and we're ready to expand. All right, the problem is 40 million people come here every year, and there's not enough cars. So you guys live here, you understand what it's like trying to get to and from different venues. There's enough business in this market for everyone to get some. I specialize in VIP clientele, and we are taking a happy accident. I bought the wrong car for my cousin a couple years ago and decided I didn't want to pay for it. And it just kept going and evolved to where we are now. This is a very difficult place to start this kind of business. Las Vegas is riddled with high insurance requirements, very tough licensing and registration, but we're working our way through all of that. We have a commitment to safety. We have a voluntary breathalyzer machine on every one of the vehicles in our fleet. It signals background information. You don't know who's driving you when you jump in the car with the Uber. You don't know what they've been doing or what they're going to do when you get in the car. You've seen the videos, you've seen the nightmares. We sell more than experience. We sell trust. We sell confidentiality. Our professional staff is mostly military. They have commercial driver's license. They're commercially trained. And we recognize the gap in the market. There are cars, there are limousines which are fading. When's the last time you guys rode a real limousine? And then there's sprinters. A lot of the sprinters are configured as limousines that fit 14 people, but people are preferring a new jet style configuration like this. We recognize the gap. Those only seat 8. We have made an innovation to get rid of the storage space or bathrooms or any other thing that people put in the back of their sprinters, and now we can fit 14 in our executive party bus sprinter. So we have a unique configuration that a lot of people ask for, and we can market to different kinds of crowds for different purposes. Our ask is $400,000. We hope to expand our fleet to include the new 2025 Escalade IQ, which is electric. We have a commitment to being an eco-friendly company. And securing a warehouse property is key to another licensing requirement for the company. Market data, if you include taxis, it's almost $120 billion worldwide. Las Vegas is serviceable, addressable market is about 650 million. And we feel like with a small expansion in our fleet that we could comfortably capture $2 million a year within the next 3 years. The amount of events that Vegas is hosting now keep getting bigger and more regular. And we feel like this is a very achievable number. Our competitive edge comes from our reliability and some of the things that we do that other companies will not ever do. The breathalyzers, one of them, we offer free Wi-Fi, Apple CarPlay, your phones and devices will be able to hook up to us. And we have different kinds of partnerships. We partner with funeral homes and casinos. There's daytime money and nighttime money to be had here. The wheels don't have to stop. Like I said, I mentioned the happy accident a couple years ago, but we have driven Jay-Z's mom and Janelle Monáe and other A-list clients, other celebrity athletes, and the organic growth of the company has signaled a need to grow. So it was nice to meet you all, and thank you for the opportunity. Oops, what did I do? Just kill everything?
Yep, that's it. No, you're good. You didn't kill it. Okay. Who is next? You ready? Okay. Okay, so
Yes, thanks for warning.
is this it right here?
The PPT.
Yes, I think so. Okay, let me. Uh, share screen.
Okay.
He was like, yes, please. Hold
That
on.
sounds good. So,
Okay. This is yours.
for the room. So good afternoon. Can you hear me? Awesome. Right. Cool. So this is better. And it's not on. This is better.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon. Oh. yeah. So good afternoon to everyone. And I know I'm earlier than scheduled, but I won't take too much time. I've got about 5 to 7 minutes worth of content to share with you. So first of all, the name of the company is Adarza, okay? And it's the meaning of this word is reflection. So our whole purpose of selecting this word was that this should be a reflection of how we operate as a business and in whose interest are we creating these products. So our whole focus is human-centered systems. So which is everybody here and in all the different systems where we interact with. So any system that we think is benefiting humans is in our focus. Okay? But we start with an interesting system altogether. This is about healthcare. And we have not been as excited as we are right now in the healthcare industry because of generative AI. This represents the biggest opportunity for us collectively to remove what is now decades and decades worth of inefficiencies in the US healthcare system. Okay? This is a report from CMS that we as a country, we are spending about $4.5 trillion in healthcare today. This is a 2023 number. And this number is not going to go down, it is going to go up. Because as our population becomes more senior, we need more healthcare, and it's going to cost us more. So it's in our interest to start finding ways to reduce that cost. Because the more money we divert towards healthcare, the less money we have to do everything else. So that is the biggest opportunity we have. But there is an equally big problem in following up on this opportunity. And that problem is access to quality data. Right? For the last 4 decades, healthcare has tremendous amounts of data on all of us, okay? Across the globe, but in the US particularly. The problem is this data is not useful enough to realize this benefit that we are talking about, the opportunity that we are talking about. Okay? So these vast volumes of data is lacking certain attributes. And one of those attributes is what we call reconciliation. So what we mean by reconciliation is simply this. Let's say there are 2 companies, one is an insurance company and the other is a hospital system. Both of them have data on us. When I have health insurance, when I enroll into health insurance, the insurance company knows who I am. 6 months later, when I go to see a doctor, doctor has information on who I am. But in those 6 months, sometimes things change. I may switch my home location. I may no longer be in where I used to live 6 months ago. The insurance company may not know this. The hospital just found out because I gave them my latest home address. Now we have a problem, a fundamental problem. The insurance company has one data, hospital has another data. There is a way to reconcile this information today. It's not like there is no way to do it. It's insanely expensive. This is where the trillions of dollars of cost comes in. The example I gave you is very small. This happens throughout the process across the healthcare industry, over and over and over and over again. Okay? So this is what our focus is to make sure that in order to realize that promise of Gen AI, which is huge, we prepare the data so that it can be realized. Okay? So next slide gets into what our real business model is when we talk about reconciliation. The target customer base for this kind of a product, there are about 1,000 plus insurance companies, healthcare insurance companies in the US, small and big, okay, all over the country. There are about 700 health systems. Health systems don't equate to hospitals. You know, a group of hospitals come under a health system. So there are approximately, close to 700 health systems in the US. So between the insurance companies and the health systems, we're talking about 1,700 massive companies who are servicing healthcare. Okay? That is our customer base. Now, out of that, if you think about how big is this opportunity, last year, 92.1% of the US people in the US had insurance at some point in time. May not be for the whole 12 months, but during the year of 2023, at some point, 92.1% had insurance. Okay, the problem is that number keeps shifting. It's not like Jan 1st, 92.1% enrolled, December 31st, 92% had insurance. It fluctuates. It starts at 1, it ends at 1. And so this is where the real reconciliation comes in, because I may have insurance today, 6 months down the line, I may not have insurance. So when my bill comes in, when my claim hits the insurance company has to figure out, when was this claim for? Oh, this claim was for April of 2024. Did Atul have insurance then? That simple question results in a massive process of reconciliation, okay? Insurance companies calling Atul's employer. Hey, is he employed? Does he still have insurance? Has he changed his health plan? All of those things happen with that simple question. So the business model here is fairly simple. Okay? If I look at the customer base and I look at how many databases are existing in each of these companies, the 1,700 companies we talked about. And then if I look at a 50% market penetration, forget 100%, 50%, lower it down to 50% success of our product. At that point in time, with a simple example of reconciling an individual and a company's name and address, that's it. Just the name and address, my name and address, and the company's name and address, making sure the 1,700 companies are all in sync about that. It will come to $1.75 billion if we reach 50% success rate. So that, I think, represents how big an opportunity this is. Is this doable? We never thought it's possible until Gen AI became real. So if I quickly go back to the previous slide here, I didn't want to indicate these little pictures until I finish this. On the left-hand side are 3 pictures. It gives you a sense of what happened about a year and a half ago when Gen AI became real. The entire healthcare industry was caught like a deer in headlight moment. Okay? We were focused on something else, and this news popped up. Imagine what happened after that news popped up. I was a staff VP for Elevance Health, the second largest insurance company in the US. Emails started floating down. Okay? What are we doing with Gen AI? And all of a sudden you're like, whoa, where is this coming from? Okay? The next step, people started putting cart before the horse. Oh, we are doing this, we are doing that, we are doing, no, you can't do anything until the data is sorted out. Okay? So that's the story. and a little bit about our competition. Okay? You will hear a lot about big companies, largest, big, massive tech companies get into healthcare. Google, Amazon, Walmart, you name it, Microsoft, Apple, they all venture into healthcare. Few years later, they leave. Why do they leave? Not because they don't have money or technology, they don't have domain knowledge. They don't know enough about healthcare to become successful. So this is where big tech companies will keep attempting, but those are not the serious competitors. The serious competitors are the actual insurance companies and health systems. These are big enterprise systems who know the domain, who have been trying to solve the problem, but they are not focused enough to solve the reconciliation problem because they've got 50 other problems to solve. Okay? So this is where Adarza on the right-hand side, we believe we have a unique opportunity to make reconciliation our core business and go after it. Last slide, just a little bit about who the team is. Okay? So I'm not going to go through this, but we basically we came from Elevance Health, two of us. I'm on the left here, the founder. Akshay, he's the chief AI engineer. Both of us worked for about 20 years in this industry. We also have a data warehouse specialist who comes from UC San Diego experience. And most importantly, we knew healthcare insurance. We didn't know the doctor side of things. So we got a local doctor here in Vegas who has a successful senior care practice. Okay, so we have gotten on board and he's advising us on what the product should really do from his point of view as a user. So that's who we are, and we are looking forward to building this business. Thank you.
Okay, so now we are going to take, let's see, what time is it now? It is 2:29. Let's take at least a 25-minute break. So we'll come back and we're going to pause the recording. We'll come back at 2:55. Thank you. Our next presentation from break is going to be an online presentation from Kevin Zagala. And so, Kevin, you can start sharing. And I will just have to interrupt you if you get to 8 minutes. Actually, yeah, I'll just do it that way. Okay, we don't. All right, he's about to start sharing. So for those who haven't heard, I start the 8-minute timer after you introduce yourself and your company. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Hello, StartUpNV fans and colleagues. My name is Kevin Zagala, and I'm here today to share with you Commute Cloud, crowdsourced carpooling for commuters. Go ahead and try and say that 3 times fast. I think most folks in the audience will agree with me when I say that living in Las Vegas without a car can be challenging and expensive. Aside from having one of the lowest rated public transportation systems in the nation, with transit riders experiencing an average commute time of 56 minutes one way, the climate itself of Las Vegas is not very agreeable to passengers waiting around outside for rides at public bus stops.
Kevin?
Yes. Hello?
I'm going to ask you to start over because we had our volume turned down very low in the room and we couldn't hear what you were saying. So if you can start over, I didn't even get to where I had started the timer.
All right, cool.
Yep, thumbs up, go.
Hello, StartUpNV fans and colleagues. My name is Kevin Zagala, and I'm here today to share with you Commute Cloud, crowdsourced carpooling for commuters. Go ahead and try and say that 3 times fast. I think most people in the audience will agree with me when I say that living in Las Vegas without a car can be challenging and expensive. Aside from having one of the lowest rated public transportation systems in the nation, with transit riders experiencing an average commute time of 56 minutes one way, The climate itself of Las Vegas is not very agreeable to passengers waiting around outside for rides at public bus stops. In addition to that, traditional rideshare in Las Vegas is expensive, with the average Uber costing anywhere from $15 to $19 for each local trip, and $25 on average for a 5-minute ride from the airport to the Strip. And those numbers can get even higher during surge pricing. And considering that starting July 1st of this year, the minimum wage in Las Vegas is $12 an hour, this is not a cost-effective mode of transportation for someone who has a regular daily commute, like a casino employee, and might not drive or own a vehicle. The city and residents of Las Vegas require an equitable, innovative transportation solution for continued economic growth and development. That solution, Commute Cloud, a software product that enables commuters heading in the same direction to, one, earn or save money on their daily commutes. Users in the app have the ability to switch back and forth between driver and passenger roles, allowing them more flexibility in their commute. Speaking of flexibility in the commute, users in the app can also schedule rides and carpools that fit their timetable. And last but not least, users can also collect bonuses and free perks for getting dropped off and completing their carpools in the app at public transit stops or business partner locales. This is a process or workflow that I like to describe as public transit 2.0. The total addressable market, serviceable available market, and serviceable obtainable market for a project like Commute Cloud are significant, with the overall U.S. ride-sharing market estimates sitting at $36, $27, and $2.7 billion, respectively. Coincidentally, the SOM for the U.S. ride-sharing market also happens to be the equivalent to the TAM for Commute Cloud in Las Vegas, with them both being $2.7 billion. That being said, Commute Cloud's Las Vegas SAM is estimated at $828 million, with a serviceable obtainable market estimated at $41.4 million. Some key numbers that are shown on the right that were used to generate these figures were Commute Cloud's target of 40 rides per month at $5 per ride. And despite us having a significantly lower price per ride than Uber, our forecasted TAM, SAM, and SOM numbers are actually higher due to our targeted volume of 40 rides per month. Essentially, we do more rides at a lower price point. It is also important to note that the estimated SOM value of 41.4 million does not include possible income earned from additional revenue streams, which I will talk about further down in the presentation. Speaking of Uber and Lyft, here is a simple competitive analysis matrix I scored showing the different options for commuters who don't drive or have a car in Las Vegas. At the bottom is the Regional Transportation Commission of Southern Nevada, who runs the public transit system in Las Vegas. The price is low, but I scored the safety and convenience factor low as well. Up next is traditional ride sharing like Uber and Lyft. I gave them, they're both convenient and safe, but somewhat pricey. What's also interesting to note is that yesterday during the first pitch day, someone had mentioned somebody was taking an Uber to do their pitch, and they said that the Uber was going to take like 40 minutes or something. And I thought to myself, like, wow, this person is paying like all this extra money, and they're not even going to get there much faster. So that being said, up top, I put Commute Cloud, where I priced the convenience and safety as high and the price as low. So you can see how we have a lower price point, but we exceed the safety and convenience of regular rideshare. So one of the primary revenue streams for Commute Cloud would be a service fee generated from the SOM that was mentioned in a previous slide. Depending on the percentages charged, the estimates range from 4.1 to 6.15 million a year in Las Vegas alone. In addition to that, partnering with brick and mortar businesses and in-person venues for sponsored deals and partnerships is another significant revenue stream and would be a win-win situation for all. Businesses can get more foot traffic, passengers save money, which they can also spend on other stuff, and they also get to meet new vetted people that share their interests. Lastly, we have subscription or Prime users, which as a revenue generating feature would allow organizations like schools and employers to build their own private carpooling networks. And other primary non-revenue streams include, but are not limited to, business development partnerships with e-scooter and bike companies, like also known as last mile solution providers, government grants and local municipal revenue sharing plans, and in-app advertising and user data monetization. The go-to market strategies are as follows. The first two are pretty straightforward, so I won't talk about them too much. In-person events and guerrilla marketing tactics. I remember 6 years ago when I first released this app, like first released the carpooling app about 6 years ago, I literally went to downtown San Francisco and I handed out flyers at the carpool spots, maybe like 500 flyers or something. And I remember I really felt like I was like a Silicon Valley version of Too Short, like a Bay Area rapper who sold 50,000 albums from the trunk of his car. So that being said, up next we have traditional advertising like TV, radio, print, online. Those will be primary focus. We're also going to leverage connections with federal government, transit agencies, and we're also going to form and utilize the partnerships that we mentioned in the previous slide. So the team that has been chosen to work on this opportunity, myself, Kevin Zagala, with about 14 years experience in the tech industry at startups of various size and scale. Sylvia Fidel, experienced entrepreneur and full stack software engineer. Rujan Shrestha, UI UX lead, helping to implement the prototype in Figma and other design tools. And Brett Prevula, recently selected city manager for Sassoon, who's helping us build and manage relationships with government and municipal agencies and departments. The investment I'm asking for today is $250,000 in venture capital at a current company valuation of $2.5 million or 10% equity to launch an MVP by November in time for the 2024 F1 Las Vegas season. The estimated costs and distribution of funds are as follows: 11 to 14K a month for an engineering team, 2 to 3K a month for various business and HR legal fees, and 2 to 3K a month on user acquisition costs. This would give us a burn rate of 15 to 20K a month for a company runway of about 12 months. Thank you for taking the time to hear my pitch. If you're interested in hearing more, please feel free to reach out to me using the contact info shown on the slide. Thanks.
Thank you. Kevin, thank you for that. You were very close on time. You had about 25 seconds left, so good job. Next up will be Sal Johnson. And he's just making his way up to the podium here. You want to hold on to that? This one is, and then I'll get it.
Which one is for progression?
That's we got this.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? I know my time just started right now, right, Mikey? Started my time officially? And that's how they get you. See that right there. Hello, everyone in attendance and online. My name is Sal Johnson, and I'm the founder of Charge Edison. Got to work this thing too. And our goal is to build America's first 100% solar-powered EV charging network that will provide EV drivers with sunshine as a service, real sunlight powered by artificial intelligence. And just assume we're presenting this to who our ultimate audience will be, which are the two rideshare companies right now. So just imagine you're those guys. Thanks, guys. So I was going to do this all fancy, but I got a little bit of time. So I'm just going to cut to the chase since we're all friends up in here, right? Right? All right, cool. So basically, here's the thing. What about me? Just a kid from Jersey, West Orange, New Jersey, to be specific. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Jersey. Great place to live. So one of the great things about Jersey is my hometown's favorite citizen and most famous citizen, as well as New Jersey's, is none other than Thomas A. Edison. And he's also known as the greatest inventor in the world. He was indeed named Time Man of the Millennium. So correction, Thomas Edison is probably the most famous person on the planet at the turn of the 20th century. So talk about hometown pressure to make something of yourself in life when you come from Thomas Edison's hometown. Forget about it, okay? Just go ahead and just be a total schmuck. Anyway, so I stayed close to the Edison Foundation in my life, and I ended up working in working with the Edison Innovation Foundation. What the Innovation Foundation does for the most part is handle the name, image, and likeness of Thomas A. Edison. And we've done some really great things over the years since I worked with them. One of the things that we've done is we've actually had some really, really great partnerships. Some of them that we've had have been Intel, HBO, BMW, Chevy, Chick-fil-A, the whole shebang. And I was asked to be brought in a while ago to handle a lot of name licensing and imaging of Thomas A. Edison, because a lot of people, what they don't really know about Mr. Edison, and this is one of the we did, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you guys caught the FTX with Sam. He actually used Thomas Edison. Didn't age well for him, unfortunately. It was a Super Bowl ad that we got the money, but yeah, I don't know where he's at now. But anyway, Mr. Edison's home is still standing. It's a great place. Mr. Edison is a very indelible person. His lab is still standing. It's now part of the Thomas Edison National Historic Park. So these are just some cute photos here. But one of the things that people don't know, and I'll get to the heart of it, is Mr. Edison was the pioneer and the founding father of the electric vehicle. And he also created the battery, the very first battery that powered electric vehicles. As you can see some here, here's an original battery right there. So most people are surprised to discover that 100 years ago, over 20% of vehicles on the road were actually EVs. This is not our first, go around with EVs. Mr. Edison owned several EVs himself. We still have a few at the lab, as a matter of fact. He actually is the first person to install a home EV charger. This is with the EV charger that's there. It's not working right now. We're trying to get it there. One of the things that we did was over a century later, we were able to actually put EV chargers at 10 HP in partnership with BMW. And so, we're actually living up to his dream. And our company was actually one of the first to put one of our solar EV chargers that are there. It's not our chargers, one of our supplier chargers, but we actually brought solar power there. That was one of Mr. Edison's dreams, was to harness the power of the sun. He said, I'd put my money on the sun and solar energy. What a powerful source. It's just crazy. The most powerful thing he said is he wished he had more time left. He didn't. So don't worry, Mr. Edison. We didn't forget your words. We're putting our money in our mouth where solar and solar energy is right now. So Mr. Edison and Ford were great friends. They actually worked on an EV project for a while. But here's the problem. The problem that we face 124 years later is that this thing will work for me. 26.4 million EVs on US roads by 2030. Unfortunately, clicker, 28 million new EV chargers are going to be needed by 2030. And unfortunately, our infrastructure just isn't there to handle it, as we all pretty much know that. What we're offering as a solution is the Charge Edison PV, EV, or solar-powered photovoltaic EV charging network. It's members only. It's a subscription base. One of the things I definitely want to mention on that aspect of it being subscription based is that we believe that most problems with EV charging is that it's just you just show up and there isn't any membership aspect of it. So this is inspired by brands like Costco. Charge Edison is going to offer members an exclusive EV charging club, if you will, that's not open to the general public, which we think is pretty cool and actually creates a level of exclusivity. We're using the fastest deployable EV charging solutions. We're using 100% power solar, 100% solar power. And that's a quick look at some of our units that we're using right now. The unique features, obviously, off the grid charging. We're using AI to assist drivers in managing range anxiety and charging reservations. And we get 200 MPGE, which stands for miles per gallon equivalent, from each one of our charging towers. So our infrastructure features, some of them right here that you might be able to see, is we do solar generation at the top with the panels there. We have these optional emergency power panels that are at the top there. And in the event that we ever had some power outages, we'd offer that just as good corporate citizens to law enforcement if they needed it during a power outage or things of that nature, but a great feature to have on those. That's where the battery storage is, as you see right there where our logo is. And there are 4 EV charging ports, meaning we can put 2 chargers on each side of this unit right here. And there's sun tracking. Wouldn't it be great if the panels on your louds were able to track the sun? Well, this tracks the sun throughout the day. It gets 40% more output of solar energy per panel by doing that. There's an articulated curved column. That's where a lot of the wiring and the guts are in there. And then finally, there's this engineered ballast and traction pad. It weighs 10,000 pounds, and it's what allows it to actually function as a permanent unit or a temporary unit. So it can stay there or it can be moved from place to place. It's very fluid, and obviously it's ADA compliant. So what we want to do as a company is basically change the culture of charging. So currently 80% of EV chargers charge at home. That makes sense because most of them are affluent and they tend to be able to charge at home and can afford to. But what's going to happen is by 2030, only 20%, the number's going to flip. EV drivers will be charging at home. And obviously it's because we talked about with the grid and things of that nature. An interesting factoid that factors into everything here, 40 miles. The average American driver drives about 40 miles a day. If you ask yourself, how much do you drive? Pretty much, if you run that tally, it's pretty much gonna be the same there. Another interesting thing, 80% max charge is recommended on most EV batteries. So most people doing DC fast charger are always constantly charging to 100. It's just like your cell phone. After a while, that battery is not going to be able to capture as much energy. So keeping it around 70, 80 is where most people ideally should want to do. So DC fast charging actually depletes the life of your battery over time. And if you're doing city driving, because most L2, which is level 2 charging, not DC fast charging, it's pretty much for city. DC fast charging is really good if you're on the highways going long distance, but in your cities, most of us are doing L2 charging. About 80% of that is done there. We have great regeneration with electric vehicles. So they actually kind of don't really need to get as much charge in the city. So those are things that we factored in and why we believe that we have a place in the market. As I said before, 80% of charging has been and will continue to be level 2, not DC fast charging. People love it because it's sexy and they talk about it, but most of us are going to be on L2 for the most part. We want to evangelize on the virtues of solar power charging. One of the things that people hate about charging on the grid is 60% of that energy is actually coming from fossil fuel. So it kind of defeats the purpose of being able to drive, what we consider environmentally friendly. So at this stage, you can actually drive on solar or drive on sunshine with this. And we want to incentivize what we call daily top-offs. Daily top-offs are what we believe is going to be the new culture of driving as far as charging when it comes to your EVs. The daily top-off, what we call is the concept of maintaining the charge level of your electric vehicle battery at 80%. This can easily be achieved simply by replenishing your charge with the daily top-off whenever your EV reaches near 70% charge level. About how long do we have here? 1 minute. Oh man, we're not gonna be able to get to any of this stuff. I'm just gonna show you all this good stuff here. But in that 1 minute, let's get to TAM, SAM, SOM. These are our competitors. It's a lot of guff going on here, guys. Well, TAM, SAM, SOM. Let's look at that TAM, SAM, SOM. It's beautiful, by the way. It's freaking beautiful. I'm just telling you guys. There you go. Look at that. It speaks for itself. I mean, it's almost like selling a freaking car at this stage. Look at this, guys. So we're looking at realistic. Then we may eventually want to go into Southern California after our beta period. Best case scenario there. Our business model is simple. I can keep talking, but I talk too much. Look at it. It's going so much smoother, Maggie. Look at this. You guys can read. There you go. I try to keep them simple, like you said. Speed reading. Okay, so our go-to-market strategy. We've been working with Charge Edison. We've been working with Terrible since 2019. We did our test marketing with them. We believe gas stations are going to play a big role in this thing. So we want to roll out with gas stations. We want to start right then and there. That's the sum of it. That's me right there. We did our testing in 2020. It got stopped by the pandemic. Jeez Louise, you can go on Google, see some of our old chargers that were there. It was freaking ridiculous. It was like, oh my God, it's horrible. But we're back. We're good. We're doing good right now. Okay, things are great. So here, go-to-market strategy. We want to develop charging stations, yada, yada. We want to integrate with the app. And y'all got the Terribles app. It's a beautiful app. You play games on it. You can get free drinks. Pumping pours, beautiful. Great partners. There you go. Oh, there's a freaking ask. Of course there's an ask, but it's not really an ask for anything. Let me just show you these and we talk here. The ask is this. We're looking to actually partner with the ride-share services. They've all made a commitment to go EV by 2030. So they got to put out a lot of money in relation to building out infrastructures. We believe that solar power is a great infrastructure. We believe Las Vegas market historically has always been a great test market. This is some of the folks that we're doing here. If you guys want to see it, I'll make it available. At this stage, we're fully out, June month. I guess our company is gay because it's out this month because we're no longer in stealth mode. So there you go. We're happy to share the information here. Here's the ask. Allocation of funding. We want to operate under a memorandum of agreement, which is basically an MOA, kind of like a partnership. We've been functioning as a consulting firm, so it's kind of the way we've been doing business with a lot of people. It makes a lot of sense. We're not trying to give up any equity. I repeat, we're not trying to give up any equity. We're finally at a point with EVs that we can actually generate revenue. So at this stage, we've been in this bootstrapping it for over a decade. We're not giving up any equity at this stage. We're going to be out here and make some money. So that's what an MOA, if anybody doesn't know what one is. One of the great things is we're going to be sharing data. The exchange for that is data. People say, well, why are we asking $10 million? Because companies spend about 2% of their expenditures every year on collecting data. So data is a big thing. We can give them a lot of data. We can also give their drivers free access because, hey, we're getting the power from God, thank God. So we can just let drivers on all these ride shares just drive for free without worried about EV energy. So that's the trade. That's the ask. MOA, yada, yada, yada. Anything else here? Yeah. $500,000 is what the average station is going to probably cost us to put together. And we got 1,000 miles per MPG. We talked about that. 200 ports. We talked about that. 2025 launch. The EV Charging Summit Expo is every March here. We want to be able to have the station up and running and launch it then when the most eyes are paying attention in Las Vegas, as well as the entire industry is here. That's it, guys. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Good night. Your beautiful audience. Maggie gave me more than 9 minutes because she's from Jersey. That's why I love you guys. Thank you. It was, let me tell you something. This pitch was 50 years long before I came in here. I thought I was doing a TED Talk. It's half Ignite and half this. It's just forget about it. Thank you, guys. You're very kind.
Okay. Well, that was almost energizing, right? Like being charged.
Okay, so I don't know who else we have.
So I don't think we have anybody new in the room who needs to pitch, but I know that Dr. Rhea Watson usually would come onto our Zoom late, and I suspect that she does have a pitch, but she is not scheduled to be here until
now
3:20. It's 3:20. Oh, okay.
Anybody got any more dad jokes? No.
Okay, so what we have not heard from today, Maisha Prather, Latoya Lemon, Jennifer Carrillo, Brenda Pu'u, and Rhea Watson. So you know what, I haven't checked my mail lately to see if anybody canceled in mail.
Anybody on Slack say they can't make it?
No. Do you see anything in Slack?
No.
All right, well, in that case, we'll move on to the fun part of the day, where we give away certificates of recognition that have been sent to us by Senator Jackie Rosen. Oh, and Kevin, I have yours here, but you're not here for me to give it to, so I will mail it to you. Okay. A little bit of a reset. Oh, and for those of you online, if you don't want to stick around for this part, I get it. Okay. Sal, do you have my microphone?
Yes, I have the other one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Great.
Great. Okay. Who's up first? Well, Willie Henderson. Did he leave? Oh, Willie. Okay. Finally. Okay, and where do you want us to be standing? Oh, okay. All right. So it is a lovely certificate. It's from Senator Jackie Rosen. Perfect. Okay, wait, let me take these off. All right, but who knows what my hair looks like? Whatever. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we don't need 4 pictures per person. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Patty. Want me to go this way? I'll go this way. Congratulations.
One and done.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. Daniel? Oh. Yes, and look happy and accomplished.
Oh, closer. Is that what you meant? Or go that way?
Do we both need to go?
Oh, wait, hold on.
What is she saying?
You're fine, Maggie.
Oh. Are you closing your eyes?
I think so. That's all the time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Calvin, he
Thank you.
outside?
No, he's on the way. He's walking in right now. Come take his picture.
Yes, Calvin.
Every time he walks in the door, we're ready for you.
From Senator Jackie Rosen.
Take a step for me. Right there, thanks.
Thank you. Good luck. Who's next? Angela. There, you can see it. Oh, wait, yeah. 1 second. Technical difficulties. Oh, this one wasn't done well at all. Now we're good. All better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck. All righty. Sammy. His stuff is, no, that's her stuff. Did Sammy leave?
He did.
Oh,
He did.
okay.
This is cool.
Atul. So Atul, you filled out your name in all caps. And so that's how they wrote it. I can't even read that.
That's great.
No.
Neither can I.
But we know who it's for.
Who knows? Yeah.
It's all caps Atul. Okay. Good luck and thank you. Okay. Sal, outside? Oh, you came in. Okay.
Can I just say one thing? So Maggie was my mentor through this whole thing. Like, so I love her.
Sal.
Oh, I love this. Thank you.
Okay. And Michelle. I'm sorry I missed Sammy. Oh, okay. Are you excited? Look how okay. Thank you. Okay. So I've had a lot of questions over yesterday and today about what might the next program be. And so with what you guys have covered, our online incubator, you're past it already. That's IncubateNV. The next thing coming up is the Angel NV Bootcamp, and that will start in October. And that is preparing founders for what angels want. And it ends with an application to our Angel NV conference. And that's the one where we teach accredited investors how to invest in startups. And they look at the companies that apply. And from that, they get down to about 6 companies on which they're going to learn how to do due diligence. So we do the due diligence over about 5 weeks. And in years past, it's been the last weekend in April when we actually award the investment. And for the 4 times that we've done this, we've always raised more than the $200,000 minimum. So we've always been able to invest in at least 2 companies. We do think, though, that we're going to move it into March for the finale rather than in April. So we're still working on the timing, but don't worry, you're all on our mailing list and you will all get word of when the next boot camp starts. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us for Incubate Vegas. We're so proud of you and we wish you all the best of luck, and we're here for you. If you have questions, feel free to write to us. Thank you.